No, I think that started. Hi! Ah, the tech route here again. Going down the holes of technology. Trying to get this robot arm together, and the instructions were a bit lacking in quite a few ways, but I think I've resolved most of the problems. So if we look at the basic instructions, it's to put all these things together, and then they went through this kind of a sequence which started to fall apart here already, in my opinion, and then it became unsolvable here. And then this is just a picture of it with it done, but it's not in, So let's get back to work. So the first problem I had is the parts would not fit. So the way I solved it is I used a file, and this, of course, as I repeated in the previous video, that you might not have this problem. It depends on the tolerances you have in the parts you get. But at least mine, I had to file these edges here, and then on the same those two edges, just to get them to go into the holes they're supposed to. Now, also I found out that you can't use the servo arm they had, because in the servo package you get several arms, and one of them has these wings that come out. And wait, I think I actually have those here somewhere. Just a sec. What I mean is this one here. You can't use that because it interferes with the center part when you're putting it together. So that's the two changes that I made. Filing these notches here a bit to get them to be the correct size, and then change that out to be the correct part. And then there is a sequence that you need to follow. I suppose there could be other sequences you could follow, but if you don't follow this sequence, then it won't go together. So that's where the manufacturer's instructions are so unintelligible. So what I started with is you start with this side, and this is the method that I found that worked, and you put in the put in the screws like that. Then what you can do is you can push out the screw, and you can lift up this part, and you can actually insert it over the nut, and then you can just pull it into place, and then you can tighten it up a little bit. Now don't tighten it too much yet, because it needs to be able to move. So maybe about like that. So leave it loose for now. And then we do the same with the other side. And that's basically coming up this way around. And you just slot it on the nut, and then you screw it down, but not too tight, so that it can still move. And then you need to take the base plate, and then you need to insert the base plate like that, and then you need to pick up this part. It's not that easy when you have black on black, because everything just disappears. But anyway, this here is going to now slot in the middle here. So then I will have to do some jiggling to get it to fit. Just a sec. There, that's that side on. And I have actually problems seeing this, you know, with the black on the black. So that's like that. So let's see if I can show it. See if I can get a good picture. Something with light. So that's the way it joins. So that's the center part. And then before you put the last bit on, then you can actually look at the manufacturer's picture. So we go back to here, and we can take. Oh, well, was that a good idea to look at? Oh, could arguably. So that's there. That is like that. I'm just adjusting it so that it will look, adjusting the one I have to look the same. Okay, now I think it's in the same orientation that they have it in their picture, and then I'm going to switch back to. No, wait. Let's see. I'm sorry, I was just thinking of the best to show this. Oh, I think I need to go. I can't figure out which way around I should turn. So let's see. If I go back to here, and now you can see. So it looks like that. Okay, so and I think that's similar, or it is the same as the way they have it. All these moving parts are orientated the same way, and then this bar here. Okay, and now we can take the last part, which is this one, and then we can lift it into place. Or actually, no, now one can actually tighten these two screws so that we don't have this flopping around anymore. So that's that screw tight. So we don't need them loose anymore. So I might make the whole system a bit more stable. There, like that. And I mean, you can see the tolerances aren't. I wonder. Yeah, there. You can see the tolerances aren't like perfect, but I mean, yeah. The most important thing is that you can get things to fit. I don't think for the actual construction it's that super important that there's an exact fit, but not having the parts fit at all is of course less than desirable. So I will just try and get this in place. Just a sec. Yeah, come on. It's black on black, I can tell you. It's not easy to work with. Because I even get blinded by it. Oh wait, I think I need to move that arm out of the way. Yes. Yeah, here we go. So that servo arm just needs to be moved out of the way. Yes. So, see, now it actually does. It does slot on if you just twist it. I mean, like pull it together, so it's not really a big deal. And I don't think those bending little gaps there. I don't think they'll have any structural meaning as towards making the system not work. So I mean, you could, of course, you could identify exactly. I think it's the center part. The center part that would need to be probably made a bit smaller to get it not to be bowed. But it's really, we're talking about plexi plastic here, so I don't think there really is any need to mess around with that much. And this is going to be a bit tricky getting the nuts in the right holes. Not pushing them completely through. Bit fiddly. Let's see if I can get it caught on the screw. No. If I could have ordered it in white or something. I don't know if that would have been any easy. But it does make seeing them. Oh, yeah. I knew that was going to be tricky. Let's see now. Got to get this not slip off. Okay, take the other nut. Keep on following through, and then the screw falls out. Now fill out its holes. Wait a second. Don't fly away now. Don't need a whole thing falling apart. Some trick to do. Okay, let's try this then. We hold it like upside down. Well, let's just hope that's gonna hold. No! If I knew how to do video editing, I could cut out these bad parts. You know, like when it doesn't work, then I can just cut it out. But I suppose it's good to see that this is not that easy. At least when you go to put it together yourself, then you will know that you might have. So look at that. That looked like a technique one can use. So like hold it like this, and then put the nut so that it hangs on the edge, and then screw. Hopefully get the screw in. I had to try it twice, but it actually worked out okay. So that's in. I'll just make sure the other side's tight. We need one more. So that's going to be here. I mean, the way they designed this isn't that bad. I mean, it's not a disaster. It's just that there are some. I don't know why they started very well with the instruction, but then it kind of falls apart. I don't know if they ran out of time or something, or maybe it could be that the person that made the instruction is not really knowledgeable on how, or they just struggled and didn't take pictures of the individual steps. But I mean, I've shown a sequence now that will definitely work and is possible. The sequence of pictures they give in the instructions is not possible. It's just, you know, if they haven't skipped a bunch of phrases. So now we're back to this level, and now one can go back to the. Oh yeah, because the other thing is I took you saw it already, but I did have their instruction shows that one should screw the base plate on first. But there's really, I couldn't find any rational way to get this stuff on with the base plate connected to the base plate. It was just annoying to work with. And since the screw there, oh, I can try and show it. Let's see. Now you can see there the screw. Then you can see that we can still get it on. So they actually made the design so that you can screw this onto the base plate after you've assembled this whole part. So why was the person making the instruction showing you screw the base plate on first? Since obviously somebody's been designing this to, I mean, or maybe it was just an accident that the arm is that width. But anyway, now we just try and push it into place. Oops, just a sec. Just need to get it. Let's see. It should go on. Let's see why it wouldn't. Hey! I haven't taken the screw out yet. I'm sorry. Trying to put problem trying to do things indeed. You didn't see that. So now we try. There we go. Good. So that's now, of course, the little bit more difficult part is how to get this screw into the right place. Being tired. Well, they're running this YouTube video generation. Oops, seems to be doing it every time I'm so tired. But it's kind of fun. But think of those people that do it as a professional, like, oh, no, I really need to get this video out, or otherwise I'm not going to get any money to survive the next month. It's like, talk about a stress on creativity, which is a pity because there's a lot of very good creators out there, and you would like them to also have like vacations and stuff, just to be able to have enough energy to continue being creators. It's different for us small little creators that just do this as a hobby. Okay, now I might be into trouble because the screw does not want to go on straight. Am I going to have a problem? Or am I not going to have a problem? Wait, no, I'm going to do a trick. You see? So, I have to show this. So the trick is to push the screw in first, and then we come down onto the servo and press it down a little bit, and then one can screw the screw in the rest of the way. Brilliant! Now we've come this far on this project, so that's okay. Look at that. So some kind of a, as I said, I haven't read through the whole instruction, but I think that's supposed to be in that angle there, and then that kind of goes like something like that. Oh, something like that. Yeah. Whew, that was a bit of a struggle, but okay, let's see now if we maybe we should continue a bit. So we can. So I wouldn't look too much with this picture. This is just, it's not complete here, so it's missing the other well, I would call that the back, or what one say front bar. We can for argument's sake call it the front bar is missing this part. And then again, this is like the let's see now, does it even have It's got this picture that shows what components to use at least. Okay, so there it's showing it's screwed on, so that's good. Okay, now we have a look at the next one then. Install main arm. Oh, okay, so it's basically just a support structure. Okay, I would like to go back to here then. And then we can throw one box away. It's not. Oh, where do I put the parts? Oh, here. For some reason, put the parts away. Okay. So that's that one, I think. No one has to put it in. Suppose they mean like this then. Because that's where the holes are placed. Then we'll see if we get some tolerance issues here also. Oh, black on black again. Just impossible to see. Okay, we definitely have some kind of a tolerance issue. Put my magnifying glass. Let's see now. Black on black does not make it easier to see. Oh crap. It's like 1/2 millimeter off. That's not going to go in there. So what we will do is that we will on the fly adjust to take a little bit away from there and a little bit away from there and then see what happens. So, back to work. Just file it over the garbage can. I can do it here. More like action cam. At least so. I can at least show how I've done. Now this file is not the perfect file. I would like to use a, as you see, this is this form factor triangle. So I'd like to use a flat file, but I've lost it somewhere. I can't find my flat file, so now I'm stuck with using this. I've ordered a package of new files, but for now I can't find where I put the I've been doing quite a lot of different projects, and not all of them here either. So it could be somewhere else. So it kind of digs into the plastic in the wrong way. No, not there. And it doesn't need to be a tight fit because it's going to have screws holding it. this is the thing, that they could probably have made these parts more confirmed to size, but then of course I don't know how difficult it is to keep a laser cutter tuned. So it could be that the G instructions are valid, but the actual laser cutter is out of adjustment. Oh, well, that fits fine. So then I just trying not to break things. Aha! So let's see if I can show. So that's in there now. And then it'll be can actually go look at the instructions. So then we got a couple of screws there. If I can find them, because they are here. Oh, memory is 9mm ones, I suppose. Wait, we'll just check if it's actually going to tell us what it's going to use. Oh, of course not. I just wonder why. Why did they skip giving the dimensions? So that in some of the pictures they do. I mean, wouldn't it just? Why would you give them in some and not in others? That doesn't make sense to me. Those are too long. So it's not those. It's the shorter ones. Because now it's the kind of aggravating to guess which ones. And then try and compare it to the picture and see which ones they would be. Okay, I suppose we could guess that it's those. And also this thing with using so many different lengths of screws, why do that? If you're going to make a simple package like this, I mean, because you've got freedom of design, so you could actually design it to use less, like dimension everything, so that you end up using less different types of screws. Same when they did the teardown of a new graphics card. Yeah, I think it was the GTX 2727. And it had like 70 different types of screws, or 70 screws, and like crap loads of different screws. And I mean, if you think you want the cheapest possible assembly and manufacturing, then you should try and minimize them. Different types of components you need in the bill of material. So first design it, put a prototype together, and then let a production guy rip through it and get rid of 40% of the different types of fasteners and replace them with the same. Makes it also easier for supply management and handling, because then you only need to order a certain type of fastener and not like maybe 3 types of fasteners instead of 10. Always dependent if it's design driven production or production driven design. I think you can combine the best of both worlds. Both of the organizations know pretty much what they're doing. And if you combine the knowledge of both, then you get to you're not just dropping things all the time. Like he's a fiddly project. Very fiddly. basic design wise, I think that we are doing okay. So it's still going together. So, what do we got here? So, that's done with that. It's done with that. Okay, let's see here. Install small arm. Wow. How do we understand that? Okay. Okay, no parts given. Just no definition of screws. Now they're giving up listing the parts needed. Oh, this is ridiculous. I'm sorry, but I do have to say this is ridiculous. Plus, you have to guess. You have to guess what screws are used. Those. I mean, why? I mean, such a relatively good product, and I mean, why screw it up by just being lazy? I mean, why? You're gonna get a lot of frustrated customers. Okay, well, we are not going to give up. We are going to try and figure this out. So okay, I'm going to try and find the parts in this picture. Trying to understand. Is this the best picture to go from? Huh? Oh. I'm so sorry. I had a bit of a cold. Never really liked guessing ports, but I don't think we have much choice. Oh, that wasn't a very good picture. So I think we need that one, and that one. And then I think we need, I can start one screw at a time, I suppose. No. Ah, what did I do? Help. That wasn't so smart. Sorry about that. Knock the camera. Let's see. Wrong box, all done. I wonder if it's these shorter screws. Yep. So I think it's one of those. Actually, two of them. Has to go through 3 thicknesses. Ow. See? That's approximately it, I think. Yeah, if we put 3 thicknesses together on that. Bundling days. And of course we put it through the end. What am I thinking about? Okay, you can't put it through there because that's not a through hole. But that is. And then we put it through there. Now we can see. Just for their thickness test. So, okay, we say, well, for argument's sake, we'll say that that's it. That's that one. And then we take, so, take this one, and then we say that it's going to go. I'll move the screws out of the way so I'll knock them over. And then we say that it's going to be on this side. Right. Yeah, it's not so easy to see. I have to look at the instruction again, try and figure this out. No. Turn it around this way. Oh, I have to guess that it goes like this. too tight, because I think it actually should move. So now, I can just show that. So that should be like that, theoretically speaking. It should be like that, in between there, and we just should theoretically be able to screw it on. I should take my proper screwdriver out, I think. This is a bit difficult to work with all these, but I suppose it's the tool that came with the package, but I do have better tools than this. Oops, that's too tight. So back it off a bit, because I think they should be able to move. So, look at that, it's actually not looking that bad. And one can adjust these screws later for tightness. So let's see now. So let's like that. See it. Okay, and then there's going to be another long bar, which will come on the inside. So it's this one. It's going to come on this side here. So if you're going to build this, then I suggest you just scroll to the correct section in the video and then just do a pause. And it's just like looking at us. And then you can look at multiple still pictures from multiple angles to get the idea what the parts are and what the screws are. A little bit easier than just having one picture to look at. So here we go. So that's done. There we go. It's getting too. It's getting. Oh no! I pushed the table. It wasn't only the camera. Sorry about that. Okay, no. But anyway, I thought it was. What you see now? It's starting to be something. Okay, now we need to continue. Do we have here then? What are we missing? What are we missing now? Is there one more of those? That's strange. Let's take out the ones that we know that it's going to use, which is presumably that one. So I'm missing one beam. The one that should go here. Coming out. What has happened with that? It's not in this box. Put it in another box by accident. It's not there. Okay, through the magic of filming we have found the part. However, the problem is it wasn't missing. Actually this part is in the wrong place. So we actually have to take this off again. Because it actually should be that one. It's life. Without good instructions. So I actually double checked this in the bad pictures that we have available, and that's just the way it is. But that one should not be there, it should be this one. And that should go in there. And there. So that's that. And then we have this part that I was looking for, which isn't actually missing, it's just in the wrong place. So, and then we have to let's see now. That seems to be through bolted. Oops, box. Again, we have to try and guess the length of this screw. I'll put this one on first. Here. Oh, it's black against black. I can't basically see anything. But it's that. There. And then it needs a locking nut. I need to use that. Oh, I need to double check the screw length. Nope, that's not the right one, because as you see it's way too long, I think. Let's see what it looks like, how much it's coming over. Nope, it's not that one. Shorter screw. That one. Yeah. So again, the same trick of just like putting it through and seeing that it looks like it's going to have the locking nut on it. Should be the correct thickness. It's going to go through there, and then it's going to go through there. Locking nut. To go on there. And this one on there. Whoa! Yeah. drop the tool. Okay, now I don't know why I'm suffering by using these tools that came with the package. I could switch to my own tools. A bit silly using this one. At least I can show that it's I can actually put it together with the tools that came with the package. Well, that's not actually true. and they should include a file and a drill and all kinds of calipers to remeasure their stuff. Okay. No, but so far it's just been there's no design fault or anything. It's just tolerances of the laser cutter, I would think. Because I mean, you would think that it's but then there was that base plate configuration. I can't really explain that by cutter tolerances. Okay, so through screw again. It's supposed to go. Wait, did I show that? So it'll look like that. So that's the big bar then, like that. And then it's kind of screwed on like that. So, and then it needs to be connected to this one. Same type of screw. So it's like that. And then like that. Okay, and then there was some going to be a support bar, I suppose. This is that one. A little bit strange form factor, but that should just go in there. And okay. Don't want to press it too hard. Does not feel too good. I'll put it in. Does that even go in there? Okay, that goes in there just fine. Is this an assembly sequence problem again? No, that went in there. So just a little bit of a push. So do that side first, and then this side. And then it seemed to get enough bend factored to actually go in. Like that. Ah, so. Cool. Let's see what else it shows. Oh, I need to push that there. I'm just trying to look at the, so just switch back here. So I'm trying to compare to this picture here. Oops. That one. Let's see. Down. Oh, I was looking to swap back to. And then I'd like to have the same. It would be like approximately like that, I think. Even though it's again black against black, it's so hard to see. So far, so good. Let's have a look and see what the instruction says next then. Install grip. White parts. Well, that's consistency for you. Oh God. Where did this wire suddenly come? Oh, I suppose it fits through there. Scroll to. Where's the instructions how to put the gripper together? Step by step. Nowhere. Oh, that's nice. Okay. Aha, now it's doing it. Trying to do it step by step, I think. That's the weird logic. So it shows it assembled, and that. But what's this one now? Or is that enclosed and that's it open? Oh, front view, of course, and then back view. Yeah, okay, now I'm getting it. I got a bit thrown by this. This is black against the weird table. Makes contrast difficult. And then suddenly switches to white. It's obviously a different package. I mean, why bother? I mean, gee. Oh, yeah. The world's just a strange place. Okay, that's it. I think it's that one, and it's that one. Probably, most likely. So, just retire the rest of the project. Wow. So. Now we need the lost stepper motor. So, let's see now. Nope. That's not correct. Okay, and then how does that, again, we get that wire. Well, the screw holes seem to be aligned okay. Oh, it just looked very odd from the side. See? Right. Try and push it together. Now look at that compared to the edge where it's a bit not aligned, but I think it'll be okay. So like that. And the notch for the wires. Okay, so now it's the length of the screws used. Have they reported that in the paper? Nope. And again, no indication about any screws at all. They just give a picture. That I don't like. Guess what screw is used. It's the 9mm screws. screws again. Okay, it's 9mm. Should have probably voiced out what the length of each screw being used is. Didn't do that. Well, I think in the most cases I saw how to figure out which one is going to be used. Okay, let's see if we can get this together. Is that going to be... No, it's okay. Where did that come from? Second screw. Oh, that's another. See? So that's how far we've come now. Creating the package. And it should look like that. Scroll down, it should look like that. Oh, wait a second, I missed something. Where did that one come from? That's odd. What? Yeah, so there is a place for it at least. Okay, but it's not in that picture. It's in this one. It's probably jumping ahead here, but I just want to check that part. Because we might actually need to put it in place before we screw it together. I think that is... No, what am I doing this with the camera again? Wait, I messed up the camera again. Keep on hitting the cables. So, just fix that. Sorry. I have the cables right on the side there, so can't easily hit them. Okay, so again, sequence problems. But maybe I can... loosen up the screw here. There. Okay, so there's that part, and there's the servo, Oops, and we really need to make sure we put it on the right side. So if I'm looking at the picture, it would be there, and then so like that. So that side, and we take this here, and we are untightening the screws. So untightening that screw, and we are slipping that one in there. So that it kind of jams in between the two screws. And then we put a new screw in here. Like that. Like that. Oh, I think that's no. No, 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 I'm doing it all wrong. Sorry. As I said, if I was better at video editing, now I take all this crap away. But why on earth? And they don't give a sequence picture in the original instructions, so it's not my fault. I just found this out now. The one has to do it in a specific sequence. Okay, we need to disassemble this. This is not good. So, no thanks to the original instructions. They're not. So. Yeah, anyway, I mean, it's not exactly the design's fault, it's just that the instructions are what they are. Okay, now then we have these parts. And what it means is that they want that lever do they want this lever to live? Do I want it to live against the servo? In there. Okay, I'm going to try and show this now. So what they want is they want it to slot in there, like that. Hope you can see it well enough. So in there. And then this one here needs to come on top of it. Oh wait, mirror image problem. So okay, this is not symmetrical. So then it needs to pop on. Like that. So, yep. So it needs to be on there like that. Is there any other weird thing that needs to be? Yes, there is. What is that other part? There's another part. Oh man, these people. Oh, talk about really messing up your life, man. Oh. God. So, what are we doing here? Okay, so what part is that then? I'm gonna have to test if it is that part or not. No, jump out now. The lever is there, and we know that. Okay, it's this part. It needs to go on the other side of the stepper motor. Like that. Black against black being so great. See, you can see it's in there. See? Like that. Oh, my fingers getting in the way. Okay. Now it looks more like what it's in the picture. And now can we please go and put this thing on now? The way it's intended. That was not easy. Okay, and then all that gets sandwiched up. Come on, don't start running away now. At least one screw in. Part of the way. We can relax a bit. It's not looking so good. Now. Because it's like a sandwich, so it keeps on wanting to fall apart. So that's what the sandwich looks like so far. Come over here. But I mean, that was not easy to see. See, I'll show you here on the picture. So, okay, they're trying to communicate. Here's an assembly, and in there, hidden in between the sandwich of those two parts, there's actually a component, which is not the servo motor. And then here, it's showing that there should be this lever part that is also in there, but it doesn't tell you like the sequence of events that leads to getting those two in place. And neither does it show it. It doesn't give you a parts breakdown, it doesn't give you the screws. That's just, it's just, I don't know, what can I call it, laziness? I mean, if you're putting this thing together and you have a camera, I mean, and why do it on a brown table with black components? And then, you know, like, just down the line, switch to white parts. This just makes you cry. I mean, their laser cutter probably cost them like $1 million or something. Can't spend a little bit more money on making the instructions more use. They would get a lot more happier customers. There are some people that will give up. I don't know. Who buys these kits? It's just us maniacs. Maker maniacs that like fiddling with things and have the tools and the know-how to do stuff. And ultimately mod things also. We can do also. Okay, well, that's the package. I wonder if it's showing it just. Oh, basically, we can do a quick comparison check that we haven't put things on the wrong. So let's see. I will just run through it here. We can take them. So, does it look like that? Yep. The other side. When I orientate it the same way, does it look the same? Yes. And then the last picture, when I orientate it the same, that looks the same. And then it'll be the, okay, so that's like from the front and that's from the back. Okay, we'll deal with that later. So now we switch back to here. So anyway, that's the way it's supposed to look like from the top. So it's from one side. Very hard to see the part that's in there, but it's there. And then on the other side. And then from the back. So, and because of the reflections of the black, one can't even see that there's anything. Oh, this is really working with this black stuff. Actually, been better. Can't remember if I had the option of choosing white or black. It could have been that there was an option. Okay, now we move on to building this. Let's picture from front or back or whatever. From one side, and then this is from the other. And okay, it's not going to be easy to get on. Just as a comment. Okay, so we start with what? So that's from one side, and this is from the other side. Yeah, okay, now I get it. What are those screws for? What are they holding on? Good give. Use only one M39 screw for what? Okay, this is not going to be easy. Okay. Don't really know how we're going to get this done, but okay. Probably that one. Okay, that's the start. Let's see, I needed a 9mm screw. Just trying to find the screw. This is the problem when they don't give the screw lengths for every assembly, so it means that I might have accidentally used it up. So I have quite a few of all of these, then these are 11mm screws. So that means I've used somewhere where I could have used an 11mm screw, I've used the 9. I know where it is. It's here. Like on the arm. So that's where they went. So then I can just swap it out. Because I think that they will be perfectly okay with those longer ones. I go back to the picture related to it and see if that's would be the case. Not really according to the picture. It wouldn't be those. It would be those M9 screws. Those fit there very well. But I think I'll do that swap anyway, because then we get the... So I think probably the M9 is more critical in that location. And we're only supposed to use one for some odd reason. So we'll leave it, because that one in the arm is not that critical. And this is of course what gets complicated when the instructions are what they are. Okay, so I think what we will do first is to do the easy step first and then take it from there. Screw that up. Oi, dropped out. Yeah, come on. And these servo things. I mean, these screws here, I don't understand why they have to be so big. And they're really tough to get through there, actually. But I suppose it's because most servo systems, they're meant to handle a lot of juddering, so I suppose they just have to be the way they are. Okay, and now I'm not really sure where we're supposed to put that one, because in the instruction it is actually showing 2 screws, but then there's suddenly a picture being inserted. I can just show you. You see here it shows like that side view, this side view with 2 screws, and then here it suddenly says, oh, use 1. And then like this picture. Like what? And it's not very clear what that is, but I'm assuming we go back to here. Take all the extra stuff away. So what I'm assuming is we just abandon that part then. And then it's actually meaning we should do something a bit different. which is to actually take, oh, they don't give the component breakdown, so they actually take that one. And that. And then we put it through there. And take this jaw, middle part. No. No. Don't do it wrong. It's like that. No. I'm gonna have to put it in the same orientation as the instructions so I can actually put it, and then I'll show it on the camera. So we put it like that, through there. And then we're gonna insert that one. And then we're gonna put this one on. Like this. And then we're gonna screw this together. Oi. So, okay, let's see. If I put it the same orientation instruction as it, have that. Okay, so that's the way it should look like. So there's like one part, and that's the other part. That. And here's the 9mm long screw. Wherever that is in inches, I don't know. Okay, so a bit misleading with this part. Not really certain why that's being created. And it probably has 2 screws in it, but what those screw lengths are, I don't know. So still a bit of a mystery. There should be 2 screws. And oh, okay. So if we put that to the side, then we take this part back. Then it should actually have 2 short screws in. And it has nothing to do with that following instruction. So there. We do have very short screws. Whew. And I have to go on this side. So I'm just going to screw them in. So I think I misunderstood the whole you should only use 1 screw. And these seem to be still too long. Not looking at that one, that's the wrong concept. Should there be even shorter screws? Or something that screws onto that. Oh, brilliant. There maybe is. Look at that weird looking thing. Wow, way to go make instructions, guys. Oh, that's tricky. Talk about bending your mind. Okay, so if we go back to here, and these two these, where the, I mean, the hello. I'm so sorry, but I really, are you supposed to be here? It shows it in white against white. There's actually, oh my god. And here you can just see it. Why don't you see it here? Oh. What's going on? You can see it on top there. Just wait, if I orientate it. No, I've done a mistake. Ah, gee, man. No, that's just, yes. Next to actually has to be from the other side. So, what I mean is, just look at that. And you're supposed to see that there's two parts. It's like you can guess, not okay, we've analyzed it, we know now that one can actually, yeah, that's the way it is. But yeah. So, okay, we have it like that, then we put that one. It's gonna go on there like that. Then we have to try and screw it back on again without, oops, there. Going nuts. Okay. Ah, maybe it's just difficult to me. I'm just the hobbyist. Maybe everybody else gets it and I don't. Okay, there. Now, let's see if I show it here. Like so. So that's the first step. And then we're going to put the other part. It's going to come and it's going to go on there like that. And as you see, it disappears. Black against black, it just disappears. So if I take this angle, you can't tell that there's two parts. If I take it to the side, then you can see. Or I take it apart, then you can see. I mean, of course, one will figure it out, because I was wondering why are certain screws being used. And they're kind of guessing that these are the right screws, yes. Because that's the length again, just looking at how much they extrude in the picture. This is such a waste of time. I mean, they could just give the information about the length of the screws, then one wouldn't have to start like analyzing what the heck they're supposed to be. Of course, that's not fun. Not fun at all. Just need to go back in the instructions to the picture that I trust the most. Just double checking. So that's there, coming through there, so the picture there. Yep. So that's okay. One can always analyze things and then finally come to a solution. We are human beings with a brain, but everything creates frustration and loses time. And that, of course, you don't want to have the frustration, because then you won't get return customers. Because they will think that your next kit you're trying to sell is equally full of bunker stuff. Nobody wants to deal with that. Okay, then we've done that part. Okay, so then we come to this level. Oh, wait, to show up, of course. So now we did this assembly. So that's basically that. Well, I'll get back to showing it, then we're supposed to do this step here. Well, I think this video series will have some use, if anybody can even find it on the internet. Okay, so that was the one that we built. I'm just looking at the picture again. It's supposed to go over there, like that. We're not using this part right now, so as far as I can see. Maybe I'll find out that that's not the case. No, I think we need to. Oh no, we've used the wrong hand. I have actually. This should have been, because this one has the hole in it. So it should be actually this one. Okay, one more. That was. Could it be my mistake? Nope, it's not. I have to show you. Oh, this is unbelievable. Look, here's the picture of what hand you should use. Okay, so how do you know you're supposed to use the one without the hole? Or with the hole? You can only see that if you go to the next picture and then try and figure out which one's being used where. Oh, come on! that's in this picture. And then there's supposed to be a screw that's supposed to be long enough to extend through there and give a little bit of extra. I think we're gonna have some screws left over here. Okay. Put it through. Okay, then there's a reasoning, I suppose, that one should make sure the grippers. Oh, wait. Oh, sorry, back to the camera. So, to make sure the grippers are actually orientated so they close. Anyway, that's the way it's supposed to be. With the screw put through there. Okay, then we need more parts. And that will be the next picture. So that's that part. And I thought that it wouldn't be of any interest to make this video because probably the instructions are so easy. Oh well. Probably not so. Okay, so here we are. So it wants this port. And then we need to put it in place. Just have to make sure that. Oops. Oh, down slipped. Ah! Come on, what are you doing? Taking the whole thing apart? It's supposed to go together and I just had that synced. Ah! Why? I even had it lined up so that it would close. Getting a bit tired. It's again getting a bit late. Now, let's see. Just gonna have to try and understand where this should be approximately. So then it has to be around that way around. Ah, okay, well, they're trying to show it the right way. So, like that. So that will basically be on the line to the other screw. Like that. Let's see. Okay. I think that's alright. And then it's going to be one of these washers. And another screw. Should be the correct size too. Let's see. And let's see. No, really. I wonder if this is a 9mm one again. Could be. Do we? Okay, go back to black again. Right. Okay, so yeah, so you basically back diagnosing it should be a 9mm screw. Because I don't show it here anywhere. Okay, then I need to take it from the arm again, like we did before, to replace that one. Just to be able to get the right screw. It won't be such a big job. But actually, I feel like we're going to be having a pile of leftover stuff. Well, not really a huge amount of stuff, but some screws. But I haven't put the electronics on yet. So then, of course, there will be screws to screw in the control box and stuff. So we'll see. I mean, I do have more screws, so if I've used the screw in the wrong place, then wait, I'll just show it here. need to get it into this position. The claws. So that's approximately like there, I suppose. And compares it with the picture. Okay, so that's done in there. Now I need to find. I might have an issue where I've actually no. Did I destroy one of those screws or lose one of those screws? Well, that's totally my own fault. It's not missing in the package. I think I just actually did lose one. No, what's here? Ah, that looks like the brick. It's just that I thought I remembered that I lost one of those screws. No, looks like I didn't. Now I'm definitely running out of time. So this will be the last thing I'm going to do. And then I have to call it a day for this episode. Ah, yeah, so that's assembled. I don't want to force it, back force it, because then, no, but I can actually close it manually there. And then when the servo rotates, then open it up again. So, good. So, and then, if I just take a quick sneak, yeah, it's connect the claws the next. And I've ran out of time now for this evening, so going to have to call it a day, but I hope this was interesting. Run into a few problems that we solved, but I think that we are making good progress. We have it basically that far. And then we also have the electronics. The control board is done. It also needs to be fitted. I suppose there are some screws being provided, so we'll sit there. Anyway, that'll be a task for another day. Okay, I'm just going to terminate this now. Upload it if the sound's okay. Alright, see everybody later.